I'm here with Zach Stanley to talk about his family situation. Zach's dad is a police officer and his mom is a nurse. So, Zach, could you just describe to me how that has affected you and your brother with the pandemic of COVID-19?
Yeah, so my dad is a cop, and since he's more on the administrative side, he doesn't really do much with this whole COVID thing. He's been at home a lot more, but my mom, on the other hand, she's been very active with this. She's the manager of the NICU and pediatric units at the hospital, and she actually has a couple of COVID patients on her pediatric unit, so it's a little scary at times.
And so, what are your concerns with your mom working in a hospital during COVID-19?
It's kind of scary just her kind of being exposed to it, but they've done really well at protecting themselves. They have some protocols that basically make it so they have, there's just, ways to have the least amount of contact, and it works really well for them. And so they're not as exposed as they need to be. So it's not too bad. I'm not as scared, I guess.
All right. Thank you for your time, Zach.
The Bradburn family is used to having friend and family gatherings at their house on a regular basis. Due to the quarantine, they have been unable to host such events. I'm on the phone with Olivia Bradburn to discuss how her family is getting along with such a quiet house. So, Olivia, when this first started, did your family have a talk about what the next few weeks are going to look like?
Yes, we usually have a lot of people over here, so my parents knew that was going to have to change. So we just all had to talk about that we'll really have to hunker down and try to stay safe, do our part. No friends over, trying to limit that. And then our family gatherings, which we do a lot, we had to just keep those outside or not at all.
And since your house is usually the spot to go, how is the atmosphere right now?
It's really different. It hasn't been like this in a long time. It's very calm. There's not a lot of kids running around everywhere. So, yeah, I just say for the most part it's different. It's a little nice, but I also miss everyone.
And Olivia, how are you personally coping with this quarantine?
I'm not used to being by myself a lot of the times, so I've had to find different things to fill my time with, like working out or doing DIY projects or going on walks with my family. It's been difficult, but I think this time to myself has been good to kind of develop who I am on my own.
All right. Thanks, Olivia. And I hope you and your family continues to be safe and careful during this quarantine. Thank you.
My mom, who works at a senior living facility, and she is activities director there. So, Mom, how has COVID-19 affected the way you do your job?
Well, I think the major obstacle is we usually do a lot of groups throughout the day and activities, and we have basically 4 or 5 different areas around campus that we do the activities. So since the residents are in their rooms now, we are creative and they can come out in the doorways and we can do activities in the hallway.
So how do you keep your residents in touch with the outside world?
Well, the major thing, a big portion of what myself and my team does is we get them connected to family through FaceTime, Google Duo, Zoom calls. So a portion of my day is staying connected with families and friends.
So what can my fellow classmates do for their family members or grandparents?
That's a good question. Of course, they can write letters, send cards, send care packages. If any of their grandparents or elderly neighbor friends, they can contact the activity department and we can make it happen through those kind of video chats and possibly window visits.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
I'm here with my little brother and incoming freshman, Parker Harris, to talk about his freshman year next year. So, Parker, what are you most excited about going into freshman year?
I'm excited about the new teachers and students I'll be taking classes with and the new teammates I get to meet.
Right, and so how do you think it's all going to go considering coronavirus now?
I feel like the next school year it'll be like more strict on like washing your hands and stuff, and also trying to catch up on stuff you missed for your last year.
Right, and so what would you say your biggest fear is going into next year?
Probably how hard the work is, and like the amount of work you'd have to put in to become a star athlete.
All right, thank you for your time.